Howdy crew, got an update for the welding rig equipment. Let's get to it. So the equipment update went to MPB, and thank you again to Bobby, Daniel, and Gus. Really appreciate all y'all's help. Purchased the Hypertherm 45 sink plasma machine, and so going to be using that plasma cutter out in the field. I really like Hypertherms. I've used them extensively before, and they work great. So that's why I'm going with that one. And for oxyfuel, I know I've talked a lot about propylene. I talked with the owner of MPB, Gus, quite a bit about it. And he was saying that they don't carry propylene because there's not a high demand for it here in Los Angeles. I know there's a couple places that sell it, but they are not exactly nearby. And he was saying propane would be a good alternative. So I'm going to start off with propane and see how I like it. I've never used propane in an oxyfuel setting to be doing cutting or anything like that. I don't like welding with oxyfuel. That's just something I've never really cared for. So I'm not worried about that because propane has had an issue with that, I've heard. Not that I've experienced it. So I'll be giving propane a try, and I'm going to go into it with an open mind. I know some people will crap all over it because it's all over the internet. People hate oxypropane, but also people hate oxypropylene too. It's only oxyacetylene. And I know that propylene works great. I love propylene. So I'm going into it with an open mind for the propane. And I know some folks are just diehard on the acetylene, but I have my tanks situated to be laying down in the bed, so acetylene is out of the picture. Also, it's more volatile, and I don't want that. Either propylene or propane, either or. So I'm going to be starting off with propane, and if I don't like it, it's still the same tanks being used, and I can go with propylene. But also, Gus was telling me that I can go anywhere and get propane, which I do agree with that. It's great that I can go anywhere. So if I'm out in the field and running low on propane, then I can just go to any old place that sells propane and fill up instead of just a select few places that sell propylene. So I do agree with that. I know propane is a little bit colder when running oxyfuel, and I don't like that, but also it's not that far off from oxypropylene, and it is a little bit down from oxyacetylene, but I was already going to go with propylene anyways. So I'll figure that out as I go. I'm not going to make any promises whether it's going to stay propane or go to propylene. I don't know what it's going to be, but I'll be trying out propane. And if I don't like it, I can always go to propylene. But I'm hoping propane can work because it's cheaper. You can get it just about anywhere. So that's great. I'm really looking forward to that. And thank you again to Bobby, Daniel, and Gus. Really appreciate all y'all's help with purchasing the Hypertherm 45 sink. Really looking forward to using that plasma machine. Hope y'all enjoyed, and I'll see y'all in the next vlog.